Education. Does it ever really end? Some would say that education is a lifelong process, that you never can know it all. I think the most important lesson one can learn, though, is probably the lesson of their own significance, which, ironically, is a lifelong process in itself.
So I've been meaning to ask you, man. What's up with you and Peggy? I've seen you guys looking at each other for the last month, but nothing's happened.
I don't know, man. It's like some days I catch her looking my way, and others I catch her running the other way. I don't know if she's giving me the green light or the red light.
Maybe she's giving you the yellow light. You know, approach with caution.
You know, the yellow light wouldn't be too bad if she would quit tapping the brakes.
You're just entering a work zone. Coast through. There's fresh pavement on the other side.
Are we still talking about Peggy? Because I'm pretty sure we took the detour to Metaphor City.
Yeah, I think I missed an exit back there. Look, the point is, don't worry so much. All right, if it happens, good for you. If not, you're no worse off than when the semester started.
You're right. I am no worse off, but I'm no better off either. It's like I couldn't even have shown up this semester and nothing would have been different. Man, I'm gonna get a drink.
All right. I got nothing. Nothing.
Joey, you seem a little down. You worried about finals? I know you've been studying.
You've got to be kidding me. You know that I haven't been.
Well, Peggy then. I know that your relationship is unique.
That's an understatement. But no, that's not it.
Well, Joey, whatever it is, I'm glad you were here this semester. To tell you the truth, in my opinion, you made all the difference in the world of ECLAB.
I hate it when he does that. What is going on?
Something wrong?
Oh no, this is
Great. Let's take a walk.
Dude, I wasn't serious. What the hell is going on here?
Welcome to the world of ECLAB. Well, that is ECLAB Sans Joey Oliver.
What does sans mean?
Sans, and it means without.
So Joey is the same as color?
Yes. No.
You're a sick person. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, but take a look at Ken. You still think you made no difference?
What is that supposed to prove? He's exactly the same.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but my God, that one smells worse than usual.
See? Zero impact.
What do you expect, Joey? The guy's been here so long, he's had so many people come in and out of his life. You couldn't possibly make a meaningful difference.
So, hey, I know it's a little late to get started, but you think you can help me study for the final?
Maybe books.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Of course I do.
alright.
Alright.
What the f***? Since when does Yafki, son of a bitch, speak without a f***ing accent? And why are they all so f***ing nice? Ah! And I had to pay him $50, and all I got was my kicked by Andre the f***ing Giant. Ugh!
You quite finished.
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell is going on here?
I mean, isn't it obvious, Joey?
No?
I think that you guys
On the first day of class, you said that you spoke, and that quote, Newman hoppin' easy or whatever, unquote. Well, since you are now not in the class, you never made that foolish remark. And Yafke has been speaking English since day one. And as you can see, he's developed an American accent rather quickly. Ken and Yafke are both loners. They became quick friends.
Figures. Oh! What's the deal with that? Her stomach's bigger than she is. Did Yafke do that? But they just started dating.
No, actually, that was Dan.
Oh, that makes sense. Dan? What?
Remember the party at Eric Stelter's house? You stopped Dan from drinking. Since now you didn't stop him, he got extremely drunk, and Ashley, well, she's always extremely drunk. And one thing led to another.
Why didn't he use protection? I would have given him a condom.
You couldn't. Keep in mind, you weren't there.
Well, where's Dan now?
Are you sure you want to know?
Yeah?
Well, with the responsibility of a baby on the way, Dan had to get a part-time job as a roofer to start saving some money. Then there was that tragic accident.
Dan's dead?
No, he's fine.
Hey there, Muscles. How many miles today?
Only 5. I broke an axle.
Again? It's a good thing you started carrying a spare.
Yeah, it would have sucked if I had to walk.
You are getting better at it, though.
Yeah, except it's building up these huge calluses. They should really make, like, shoes for hands or something.
They do. They're called gloves.
Well, someone's hormonal today.
I just haven't had a drink in a really long time.
Apparently.
So, since I wasn't there to fight with Yafke, Ashley never knew that Yafke was her long-lost love. And she quit drinking. Good for her.
Technically, Joey, she quit drinking because of the pregnancy. I guess alcohol is bad for babies. Who knew?
So, Ken and Yafke are now friends. Ken's helpful. Yafke's nice. Ashley's sober. Too bad about Dan, though.
No, actually, don't worry about Dan. He's the #1 player on his wheelchair basketball team. And wheelchair football. And wheelchair soccer.
Wheelchair soccer?
Yeah, he actually started that one himself.
He would. What was that little move?
Oh, the hair thing?
Yes, the hair thing.
That was nothing, man. You should have seen them at Stelter's party.
That son of a bitch! How could he do this to me? This is the worst thing that you could have shown me. Oh, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, tadpole. Oh!
Dan, does it still work?
Oh, yeah.
Joey, you really need to work on that potty mouth. Such a lack of intelligence.
How could Kyle be dating her? It just doesn't make sense.
How do you figure? They're perfect for each other. They maintain perfect 4.0 grade point averages, are members of Mensa, love to study, romantic at heart, and madly in love with each other.
I may never get another chance like this. I hate Star Wars!
What the?
Are you okay?
I felt a disturbance. Something I haven't felt since. It's gone now.
You're so silly. I love it when you talk all Vader.
I love it when you love when I talk all Vader.
Yeah, I must agree. But my goodness, man, what did you eat today?
Oh, Skittles.
Hi, Eugene!
Eugene?
Yeah, our freshman friend is actually the most popular kid in this class.
What?
Yeah, since you weren't around to help Kyle realize his more sadistic nature, there were never any pranks pulled on him. To tell you the truth, he's actually quite a nice kid. Freshman.
Where does he think he's going?
Oh, well, actually, he turns in all of his assignments by email. He's far too important and busy to stay through this whole class. He just shows up so I don't downgrade him for his absences.
This is a messed up world.
So, Joey, do you still think your presence didn't make any difference whatsoever?
Not a positive one. Everyone seems really happy without me.
Sure. They're all happy today. But what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Joey, your biggest problem is that you are very short-sighted.
Hey, I've got 20/20 vision.
No, you never looked to the future. Sure, when you were here, there wasn't much going on. But the long-term effect was much more than worth it.
I'm confused.
Of course you are. Let me try and explain using small words. You see Ken over there? He was getting ready to join the foreign exchange program. To escape that girl that's been stalking him, he would have went to Newman Hopper for a year. And in that year, that stalker would have matured enough to get over him. Now, well, since he met Yafki, who is kind of, well, Yafki's evil, she's not here anymore.
So, she doesn't go to school here anymore?
Actually, Joey, she doesn't go to school anywhere. She's dead.
Why?
Gosh, man, you are dense. They killed her.
What?
Eventually, the truth will come out, but by then, they'll have traveled back to Newman Hopper, which will become a booming economy and the second greatest superpower because of them.
Second greatest?
Yeah, with you gone, they're raising embargoes on Cuba, which is now number 1. Newman Hopper is actually going to bring peace to the Middle East.
How?
As it turns out, President Bush was right. Iraq did have weapons of mass destruction, but they hid them in Newman Hopper. Apparently, Yafki knew the whole time. They killed everything that moved from Egypt to the Czech Republic. After they controlled the oil wells, well, it all just went downhill from there.
Sounds like World War III.
After the next depression, anyone still alive that would actually care about fighting back won't be able to afford it. Under their rule, though, the stock market will surge higher than it's ever been. Now look here. Dan was on his way to the Olympics. He would have had the best decathlon score ever. But his responsibilities and his injuries kept him out of it. And it's even more sad. Hollywood would have taken notice. Yeah, he would have been the next big action star. No. It's not all bad. He has been training for the Special Olympics. It's too bad he's going to die tomorrow.
Well, at least he have what? Die?
Die. He wasn't aware that due to his accident, he had a growing blood clot and it finally reached his heart.
Is there anything I can do?
No, Joey, you're not here. About Ashley. She was so happy to have met up with her long-lost love. She and Yafke were going to be married within the year. But due to some unforeseen family obligations, Yafke had to return to Newman Harbor.
That's too bad for Ashley.
She wouldn't have been lonely for long.
Let me guess. She's dead.
What? Do you think this is Hamlet or something? No. Her story is much more tragic.
After Dan dies, she will be forced to take care of the baby on her own. But pretty soon, she begins to run out of money and starts drinking heavily.
She already drinks heavily.
No, Joey. Think Robert Downey Jr. Add in some Lindsay Lohan. Multiply that by Mel Gibson.
That's inconceivable.
Ironically, her brain shuts down before her liver and she ends up in a coma.
Yikes.
And what about Eugene?
The freshman? What about him?
He had such important things to do. Between all of your pranks and being attacked by Yafke, he would have transferred out and become a police officer.
Wow.
He would have been involved in everything from saving superheroes to fighting vampires.
Oh, come on!
Believe what you want. Without you, he'll end up selling real estate in Jersey. I know. It's so sad. Then there are Kyle and Peggy. Kyle was going to get his master's and be inducted into the CIA, where he and Eugene would have worked closely to help out a mutual friend. You know, you actually would have been a part of that too. And Peggy, well, I don't think it's fair to tell you what would have happened to Peggy.
Oh, come on!
Nope.
You're a sick person. You know that, right?
But now that you're gone,
Why do you keep saying that? Where did they go?
well, you're dead. Yeah, I'd take you to your grave, but you don't have one.
I'm dead? Without a grave?
Well, Joey, after the combine, there wasn't much left to bury. They strained out the chunks, put them in a jar. They were too afraid to tell anybody what happened. They just used what was left as pig feed.
Pig feed?
Gotcha. That didn't really happen. Peggy and Kyle are too smart for their own good. Being so intelligent and surrounded by each other's intelligence just made life more difficult than it seems. Eventually, they just collapsed under the weight of their own genius. Peggy went whitewater rafting without a helmet, or a life jacket, or even a raft. In fact, if I remember correctly, all she had was a paddle.
That's horrible.
It's not as horrible as when the Girl Scout troop came across her remains.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Kyle's story is not much better. With Peggy's help, he would create a formula that would solve his 28-day problem.
Oh, yeah.
But this ended up causing a brain hemorrhage and he died. Wow. I guess I was wrong. This is a lot like Hamlet.
This is messed up, if that's what this is. How do you come up with all this stuff?
Joey, I didn't come up with it. This is all in your head.
Dan? Dan! You're alive! And you can walk!
Yes and yes. Are you okay?
I am now.
Good. Why have you been standing out here all class?
I've been out here all class.
Yeah, you missed class. If you're done being crazy, I got places to go. Okay?
Okay.
See ya.
Kyle, what's up?
I think I should be asking you the questions. What's up with you, buddy?
Kyle, tell me straight up. You think Peggy's hot, right?
Well, yeah. She's not my type, though.
You mean that?
Yeah. Why?
No reason. Life is good.
All right, man. You take it easy, all right?
All right, see you.
I'll see ya.
Hey, Ken. Enjoy your trip.
How did he know?
Hey, Peggy.
Hey,
Could I talk to you for a second?
about what?
Well, I know things between us have been a little complicated.
You could say that.
The truth is, I have real feelings for you, and every day that goes by gets a little harder to ignore that. I just want to know if there's a chance.
Joey, you're a really nice guy, and I like you a lot. Maybe if circumstances were different, I'm just so caught up in my studies right now, I couldn't possibly take my attention away from that. It wouldn't be fair to you.
Okay, if that's how you really feel.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh!
Wait, Kiryofsky, we need to have some girl talk time.
So how are things with Ashley?
Very good.
Do you think you're gonna marry her?
Well, there's been a little thought put into it, but nothing is certain.
Well, true that, Yafki. I think I owe you.
Oh
an
no,
apology.
Joy. It has been a stressful year on all of us. And I, more than anyone else, have been needlessly cruel to you. And if anyone is going to apologize, it should really be me.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Ashnek Medaya.
What'd he say? Oh, he said he's gonna show your girlfriend a good time.
No, that's not what I said. I didn't say that. Dear God, no!
My education may not be over, but I have learned a lot about life, love, and myself.
You are a sick person! You know that, right?
E-Clap is a Black Folio Studios production.